Staten Islander who appeared on American Idol and his wife defy odds, meet Pope Leo XIV. Staten Island, New York, having a private audience with the Pope is usually reserved for high-profile individuals like heads of state or government dignitaries. And it's very rarely ever something individuals explore during a Vatican visit. Other opportunities present themselves like the Wednesday general audience of Sunday Angelus, public meetings that require free, advance tickets. But one Staten Island couple defied all odds. They were extremely fortunate to meet Pope Leo XIV, shake his hand and receive a blessing and even engage in an exchange of amazing conversation. Here's how it happened. Charlie Poveromo, better known as crooner Charlie Romo, the Staten Islander who was awarded a ticket to American Idol in doubles as a social studies teacher at New Dorp High School, and his wife, Alyssa, a school psychologist, recently celebrated their first wedding anniversary. They marked the occasion with a 3-week trip to Denmark, Turkey, Greece, Sicily, Naples, Capri and yes, Rome. The couple learned about a program called Sposi Novelli, where newlywed couples married in the Catholic Church may sit in a special section during the Wednesday audience. But qualifications dictate that they be married for 3 months or less in order to attend and receive the papal blessing. They also must carry with them a copy of the sacramental marriage certificate signed by the priest or deacon who celebrated the wedding. Poveromo said that prior to entering the Vatican, Alyssa handed a letter to the Swiss guards they'd written, explaining they were from New York and married 1 year. The Pontifical Swiss Guards, positioned outside the Vatican, is a trained security force for the Pope and the Apostolic Palace, an elite military unit who wear uniforms of red, blue and yellow and feathered hats. They've guarded Vatican City since 1506. Poveromo explained that as soon as they entered the Vatican, bags go through a metal detector and individuals are required to walk through a similar detection device. Once inside, the Poveromos were apprised that photos weren't permitted to be taken with the Pope and there would be no autograph signing. The Vatican has its own photographer and videographer who follow the Pope and they would be able to purchase photos. We were extremely lucky for 2 reasons since the event was held indoors because of the extreme heat. They offered the blessings and hosted the ceremony inside in a hall. And they let us in even though we weren't newlyweds. We really were excited and we persevered. I was pessimistic at first because some people get denied. I even wrote a letter that I translated into Italian. To be permitted to sit in the Sposi Novelli section, the couple must wear their wedding attire, covered shoulders for the bride. During the ceremony, the Holy Father blesses the couple for a happy wedded life when he gives his general blessing at the conclusion of the papal audience. And on occasion, some couples have the opportunity to greet the Holy Father personally after the audience. Alyssa was working on the program for months, Poveromo recounted. But we thought we wouldn't be approved because of the length of time we were married. The Poveromos packed white apparel anyway, especially because of the 100-degree weather. We rolled the dice and hoped to have the opportunity. Well, someone upstairs was looking out for us and made it happen. And there was thousands of people there. Alyssa's dress was reminiscent of her wedding dress with a type of lace shawl, and I wore a white jacket with a gold tie. And the hotel we stayed at had a florist, so we had a boutonniere and flowers. It was crowded with people and we were the first married couple the Pope went up to. He had a full entourage behind him, maybe 50 people, some with video cameras and photographers. It's like an army coming at you, with very heavy security. Meeting the Holy Father, Pope Leo XIV. Poveromo recounted when Pope Leo XIV approached them, they shook his hand and said it was such an honor and a privilege to meet him. We told him we were visiting from New York and celebrating our first wedding anniversary, and if he would do us an honor to bless us. He said, "I love New York," and he nodded and said yes, of course. And he made the sign of the cross over us and blessed our rosary beads. He has such a warm way about him. He seems very poised and comfortable. Often not even celebrities are able to get that close up. And he has a calm presence and holy presence about him. Poveromo noted that on that day the Holy Father spoke Latin and Spanish and that he speaks 6 languages.